Welcome back to Killerball Boyos. Today we have a triple feature for the first time. We are playing with the Puppy Boys. First off, we have the Demogorgon, which I used a bit when he first came back to the game. I didn't get to use him the first time he came out because I wasn't playing back then. But when he came back, I made sure to get him. Now, looking at this lobby, I get extremely excited because I find that we have an ace tree in the lobby, and those are really rare to find, at least in this time of year, because I mean they were relatively common when the D&D chapter first came out, but they're really rare ever since then. I mean, both ace tree and the other dude, which I don't know what it's named, and also Vecna 1.0 before Vecna from Stranger Things get added to the game. Those are really hard to find. So the pressure is on. And luckily for me, it's the first survivor I find this game. So I mean, this pretty much makes me really, really excited because if I manage to get this rare survivor, I mean, it's pretty much like catching a legendary up in this point. The perks are like nothing that I'm really too excited to get added to my pool, but just the rarity of this survivor is what gets me excited. If I manage to capture him being my first tunnel out, I mean that would really set the tone. But right now I proceeded to lose her in chase. I'm chasing her on this TNL, and to my luck, they pop a generator so the windows got blocked, but she is a really tight looper around the structure and she takes me back to NTNL right after the effects of cruel limits ran out. And you don't know it yet, but the first few episodes of the challenge, I ran into some really questionable strategies on the survivor sides. If you can remember the Dwights, I proceeded to down her. Not thanks to luck, but the perks carried me because blocked her window right before she was about to bolt her. But as I was saying, the Dwights from last episode seem kind of new, and this is the first few games where I actually managed to run into some good survivors that know how to loop well, and it's gonna get a little tough for me, to say the least. As you'll see, I didn't manage to get anywhere near the boat, and I find the ace tree all over here next to Shag, which is on the other corner of the map. She blinds me, and I actually lose her scratch marks. You can see she's holding check spots right here, and cruel limits blocked her window, so she needs to drop check pallet. And I'm guessing, oh, this is cool. She's running out of resources. I was thinking I was gonna get a down over there, but I get a little prematurely excited, I guess. But I don't know if the animation canceled my launch. Again, I get really disoriented, and he said boat, which if she know how to run it well, and the killer is bad like me, you can get a lot of juice material out of this little structure. I proceeded to get blinded. As you can see, the chase is extended long enough that I get Bloodlust 1. And right now, I mean, she's pretty much in a dead zone, but she manages to spin me. And at this point, I'm getting a lot of tunnel vision because I feel the pressure that there's only one gen left. I haven't seen the other players around. She makes me swing next to the locker, and I'm starting to worry she might have adrenaline, so I hook her right away. And I'm thinking there's no way they uh managed to get all four out of this game, right? I mean, it's pretty easy to get a two-man save, much a three-man save. So I just hit her straight away, just in case to get BS Dead Hard right off the way. Hit the Steve. I don't see any gates in this corner of the map, so in case I manage to zone her, I might get her here. But there's still a lot of safe pallets in this boat. and I'm trying to predict her pathing, but her movement is just something to be jealous of. And right now, she's giving me the map tour, with the tourist uh locations so that I get a good experience around this map. And Declare, I don't know if she's hovering to get an unhook or a save in case I down her, but she shouldn't leave for hatch for her. And hear she's opening the other gate, and I'm thinking, oh no, she gets the window, she gets the body block, and I see my dreams are escaping. I get 0 kills with the Demogorgon, but most than anything, the Ace tree got away, which is something that really hit me in my gut in this moment. And I see that she's a P100 Ace tree, man. I mean, who P100s that character? And they say GG, so I guess that's all good in the end. But I get really devastated up in this point. And I'm thinking that maybe the next killer I have a little bit more experience with than the Demogorgon. But to be honest, the whole Ace tree incident is still hovering around in my mind when I queue up. So I try to get a fresh mindset, like checking my perks. I mean, when I have Alien Instinct, which might give me some information, Rapid Brutality for the Bloodlust thing, and Ultimate Weapon, which I'm gonna give you a foreshadow. I use 0 times in this next match, but this is a real opportunity for me to bounce back in the game because I have a Steve, a tap, which the detective tab is really scarce to find. I don't really see them a lot in my games when I queue up, and I expected to see close to 0 to 1 in this challenge. So, I mean, the pressure is on again to perform, but I mean, the video is edited, but these 3 games were back to back on that day. So I have 0 breaks, except one Survivor game between the Demogorgon game and this one. But I mean, with the A3 thing, and now seeing there's a detective tab in this lobby, I'm guessing I'm leaning forward in my share up in this point. I find the Alan, which is a survival I already have. She pops the light straight away and tries to get to the main building. I'm not really the best at trying to cut off his path, so he takes me to this 4 lane, which I'm be honest about. I don't know how to chase around, and I don't know how to loop around. So those comes both sides on Survivor and Killer. And as you can see, my quarters, I don't hug him as lightly. He has a lot of uh what do you call it? He's shaking my red stain a lot. I proceeded to get prematurely excited about the tail attack and get a long cooldown. So I'm thinking, you know what? The Bloodlust Stride is a good thing up on this point, but I don't get it. I managed to down him with a tail attack. And that was honestly what I was thinking, to Bloodlust him, but I forgot I had Rapid Brutality. So no Bloodlust for me. And right now I find the Detective tab, which I'm thinking, worst case scenario, I want to at least secure the Survivor. I don't want another A3 incident. I want to get my fresh capture at least. He doesn't dodge my tail attack, so I hook him. Get back to main. Over here I find a veil. Let's get this door right off the way first. And the veil actually hits me with some weird pathing. I thought he was gonna get towards the hook, but he goes around main, and he has me doing this use on his padding. He's like going this way on and then going to the other way. Right now he's edge map, so I'm thinking, I'm gonna get a hit for sure. Look around this rock, but he's already gone. He's already to the structure of the map. And I'm guessing, I'm gonna hit him in this pallet. I try to win some mind games, but In the end, I'm just thinking, you know what? I'm just gonna try to go for my tail attack that manages to get him to edge map. And I was thinking he was gonna mind game a little bit, and he just holds W. I missed my tail attack for I know like the fourth time this game, fifth time this game, and I start to get a little bit nervous up until this point. I mean, I'm a bad killer, I won't hide that, but also my nerves, the whole A-Street thing from before, the pressure of the generators on this game, I start really worrying a bit. Here I get some value from Alien Instinct. He is oblivious, so he kind of runs into me, but there's a lot of pallets around this main building, so he manages to get distance. If you paid attention from before, this Alan also has light. So he's trying to take me to this side of the map, another 4 lane. And I'm thinking I can chase this Alan in next to Shaq, or I can go back to main. I mean, there's the Steve around, either the Tap rescued the Vil. I found actually both unique survivors I'm missing at this point. And the Steve is just like having his check spot, seeing what I'm doing. I find the detective tap again, but miss my tail again yet again. I mean, I don't know if it's worth it that I keep going for those up in this point. He drops yet another pallet around main. I think there's one missing on the left side. But like I said, worst case scenario, I mean, with that one gen left, I have 3 hooks. None of them are dead hook. And I really want to secure this detective tap build coming up for the hit tank. And I'm guessing, you know what? This seemed relatively altruistic. Nice dead heart, man. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna grab this man, get him as far away from doors as possible, and hope for some altruistic plays. Detective Tap has alien instinct, so I'm gonna chase him right now. Some of them have to rotate to save the villain hook, and that gives me a little bit of time to chase this survivor. And I'm thinking, they'll probably get endgame around this time. Nice Dehar. I mean, we both suck. My incompetence actually loses him some distance that he might have gotten. This is the other palette I was talking about around main, and since they've been pretty altruistic this time, I thought someone was gonna drop the palette on my head when he was running the structure. And I find this hook as far away from the gates as far away as I can. The build has alien instinct, but he's holding a check spot, so he pretty much knows I'm coming. And I'm thinking, you know what? The Alan already left, so 2 men save. I mean, has his rigs. I'm gonna hit the Stevie, down him, and I'm gonna play for altruism. The tap can pretty much run away, but Stevie is another one I'm missing. And something beautiful happens because he has alien instincts and he is Aura, and he proceeds to use plot twist, thinking I don't know where he's at, but he forgot I can read his aura with my perk. That's the pretty good thing of using Adept, because since I don't use meta, a lot of players don't remember what some perks do, and I managed to get my unique survivor at least. I see the Steve, I see him next somewhat close to a door, doing a totem, so I know he doesn't have his borrow time effect anymore. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, look at this easy hit. Yeah, easy my ass, I think. And I'm thinking, oh well, at least I zoned him a little bit. I only need to hit this one tail attack to save my life. I predicted he was gonna dodge. Nah, dude, he just held W. And I get my 1k this game. So, 1 kill in 2 games. That's really something to be proud of, I guess. They are all good sports, though. They say GG. I mean, I'm expected to deal with some toxicity during the challenge, but I don't really mind. I mean, the only thing I care about are those captures, man. And this one kind of gives me this bittersweet taste because I managed to capture a really rare find with Detective Tap. But I'm still thinking, oh man, these last few games are tough. I mean, I'm playing these killers back to back because I want my video to have a concept, the the dog boyos or whatever, and Houndmaster. This is gonna sound like pretty repetitive up at this point, but I played, kid you not, 2 games with Houndmaster. One which I tried the Adept and failed, and one which the survivors were just miming around and actually give me the Adept. So I don't know what the add-ons do. I don't know the timings of this killer. I don't know pretty much nothing. And I see I have a Vittorio in this game. The other ones are duplicates, so that pretty much relieves some pressure for me. But I won't lie, I'm a little bit stressed up until this point because the two last few games have been a washed. Right now I have the, what's it called? All Shaking Thunder or whatever perk. And since I don't really use him, I kind of forget the benefit that it gives me. I don't know if it's like a coup or if it's like a save the best for last effect. I'm guessing it's a coup, but I don't really remember up until this point. And this map, I mean, I don't really use Houndmaster a lot, but I'm guessing this is on the tougher side for this killer since there's a lot of pallets which they can stun the dog with. But I mean, I don't really mind because I'm playing this as an M1 warrior mostly because the dog is kind of, as you'll see, I could be a little bit better with, to say the least. I mean, I know a lot better, but you get the joke. The two got pallets of bathroom, chasing a duplicate. I haven't seen the Vittorio yet, which I'm hoping that's the one I can at least capture this game. These both pallets are gone, which is, I mean, this saves me time for later, try to mind game, but I want to use this chase time to talk about some things about the challenge, which are not really clear with the instructions or I haven't really said in the videos. With number one, I actually said a couple times, which is legendary skins don't really count for another survivor or another life, which is something I might change because since the anniversary is to around this time, I'm buying some legendary skins so that I can do something in case there's a second season of the challenge. Now, this is the chase I get really excited about because this is the Vittorio, the survivor I'm missing. And I wouldn't say they're really unusual to find, but they're really not on the common side. At least not like this Kates or Kwang Mins or Sables or Lara Crofts. So it would actually be a relief to catch him this early on the challenge, and with a killer I'm not especially technically optimized with, to say it some way. He doesn't drop the pallet. I mean, that happens to me sometimes, which I press the spacebar, but it doesn't register and the pallet doesn't drop, and it just seems like I'm standing there. But they get the unhook right away. I mean, the Victoria is healed already. And I don't, if you've followed the challenge so far, I rarely ever tunnel. And believe me, it's not because I want to play nice, but I haven't played killer in a while before I started the challenge again. And I'm not really the best when it comes to game sense. So I just follow what I can find. I mean, I don't want to waste time having these weird predictions and being like, oh, I knew you were around the whole map this whole time. Or I'm going to hit you with this epic mind game. So I just chase what I can, especially with this killer that I rarely ever use. And to be honest, I'm not really sure I'm liking it so far. This gen is about to pop, which is my last hope of holding a Trigen. But with this challenge, as you'll see, I mean, there's no point in holding a Trigen, man, because I don't have the perks to back it up. I mean, my best hope is in case I'm having a bad killer, I'll try to get at least one survivor, maybe two, and hopefully the ones that I'm missing. But as you'll see, I ignored the Vittoria, which is already deep wounded, and I'm starting to following this Sable in this structure that's giving me a heartache. So if you're a killer main, you probably, I don't really need to say it, but I'm really not the best mechanically optimized. I hit her with the dog up the stairs, which is I think the first time I hit somebody with the dog this game. I you see the unhook happen. I went downstairs trying to find someone. I found this other Sable, which as you can see, she's broken. That's not because something I did. She actually made the invocation thingy. And since she's a Sable, she used the invocations. I'm thinking she might be going for Adept. They did the last gen. So I didn't want to hook her in basement. The Vittorio dodges the dog. He is a better survivor than me. I would have called W and maybe get caught by the dog. So kudos to him. And I'm thinking right now, I haven't really done much this game. I'm guessing that was that I don't know. That's a bit weird. I don't know if it was what you would call it, shoulder the burden or something. Maybe I don't know. Don't know what to expect. But the thing is, I'm hoping to at least get one of the duplicates on hook. So maybe they'll be forced or not really forced, but might want to try to rescue him and manage to get the Vittorio on hook. And I mean, that's the last hope I have. I found the Vittorio right here. I dropped the Sable, chase him around. I mean, I need to tag him, but the gate is pretty much here. So I hit him with the dog, and I'm thinking, if I shake him, he's gonna run away. So I just need to put the Sable on hook. They're all injured, so I might make something happen here. I mean, I have 0 kills so far, but the thing is that the Sable that is down is pretty much dead on hook. So if I pick her up, they are just gonna run away. They are not gonna care about picking her up. So as you can see, Vittoria already left. They didn't pick up the Sable, so I'm guessing she wasn't fully recovered yet because she crawled a big distance. So this is my time to try to get at least 2 kills maybe. The Sable is running away, the Lara's on the floor, so I can actually pick up the Sable now because my pressure is on another survivor that is down. I get her on a Scorch Hook, which I don't ever know if I mentioned that I didn't really get any benefit from. And the Sable dies. Pick up the Lara. She's on hook. Again, I forgot to use my Mori for cinematic purposes. But I mean, that's okay. I mean, some people get triggered by the Mori anyways. So I get my another 2 Sable candies this game, which I mean I wanted the Vittorio, but since I had to use the Handmaster this game, I'm not really surprised that so I mean that's okay. That's pretty much average 2 kills. And I'm gonna leave you with the Survivordex right now.